What's up, everybody? This is eMac2411 on YouTube.com. Welcome back, guys, to my channel and another edition. I've been gone for probably actually 7 days, I think. A week. I think it was last Sunday, the last time I made a video on here. Just been, very busy and not had time, to be honest with you, but I am keeping up with the news. I am still watching WWE. I'm still watching wrestling, professional wrestling. I'm still keeping up with the product. I'm still keeping up, I'm looking at the news, really. There's nothing really to talk about in general anyways. But I'll be making a few videos tonight, so stay tuned so that don't go anywhere. This video is all about WWE live from Madison Square Garden, the WWE Network special live event. Yeah, 2015. It was October the 3rd, Saturday night, last night. Doing a review, full show review and results from that show. 2.5 hours long. About let's get into it. This was obviously Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show, headlined by the most hyped match. So yeah, this was the WWE Network special. So yeah, and yeah, it was in New York City, obviously the most famous arena. The first match, we went right to the ring, and out would come Sheamus with his Money in the Bank briefcase. Now I thought it was gonna be Sheamus versus Randy Orton, I guess, to king things up. Then, Rusev would be out with Summer Rae. Then I'm like, what the hell? It's going to be Sheamus versus Rusev? But then they announced when Sheamus was coming out with the commentators, JBL, Byron Saxton, and Rich Brennan, your ring announcers, Eden, that they were going to do a tag team match. And then I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's going to be Sheamus and Rusev. Then Del Zotto would come out first team. Then Randy Orton would be followed up. So it's 2-on-2 tag team match to get those things up. True, I mean, instead of doing a rematch with the two matches, Del Zotto versus Rusev and Sheamus versus Randy Orton, they did something different, something more, something. We haven't seen the tag team match, but we have seen those two matches in the past. I mean, they could have did something like Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus, or Randy Orton versus Rusev, if you wanted to switch things up. Or yeah, but they did this match. It was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good match, not bad. A good opener, good opening kickoff match. To get things started, to get the crowd into it, to get people, what the night was going to be, to get people ready to, the action was good. I thought it was a good tag match. But yeah, Sheamus, basically what would happen is your winners would be Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton. After Randy Orton would, Sheamus would go for a brogue kick on Orton, but he'd run into a super kick from Ziggler and get caught into an RKO for the pinfall victory. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, your winners, yeah. So Randy Orton pinned Sheamus. Now after the match, Orton and Ziggler, celebrate before leaving. Now Rusev would then take the mic and start screaming about Sheamus during the match, calling him stupid. He says, you're more useless than Lana. And the fans, Rusev is yelling at Sheamus' face and mushing him around. Sheamus goes to leave and Rusev starts talking about Lana, but turns around to a bro kick. Sheamus takes the mic and tells Rusev to kiss his ass, or arse, before walking out. Pretty good. I mean, it was a fun match. Pretty good, not bad. I will say that we don't know when Sheamus is going to cash in, and he's getting pinned. I mean, don't make sense. How can we take him as legitimate champion? Can he really get the job done? That is the only thing I gotta really say. But yeah, Rusev. I mean, Randy Orton getting the pinfall victory. Why can't Dolph Ziggler get the pin? Why? I mean, that's it. They all looked good though. They all had a lot of offense in, and it was good. Then Renee Young would be backstage in an interview with Corporate Kane. Yeah. And yeah. And then he said some stuff, yeah. Then your second match would be, now this was not announced, but it would be Stardust versus Neville. We've seen this rivalry, run its course. This should end. I hope this is the last match we've seen in a while. I hope Cody Rhodes, or Stardust just goes back to Cody Rhodes, to be honest with you. Neville's exciting to watch. Stardust, they had a pretty good match, not gonna lie though. It was good. I just don't want to see this again. I mean, I hope they just, they go on different things. I think it's time for that. And I also think it's time for another match, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, and Rusev to do something else as well. Randy Orton, I don't know if he's going to go part-time. We don't see him. Sheamus, I don't know what he'll be doing. I think Dolph Ziggler should go in that feud with John Cena. Even though John Cena's not going to be really on Raw, or he's not going to be in WWE for the rest of the year after Hell in a Cell. But, you know, they all got to do some things, you know. These feuds go on way too long, and they just have rematch after rematch, the same thing we've seen. Your winner would be Neville. Neville wins after he hits the Red Arrow for the pinfall victory. So pretty good match. I mean, it was good. I mean, it wasn't boring, it wasn't bad. But yeah. Renee Young is backstage with Paul Heyman, he says some stuff, and yeah. Then you get Divas action now. Team Bella, which is Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, who are the Bella Twins, and Alicia Fox, who are all former WWE Divas champions, against Team PCB. Now, listen to this. I'm not gonna go on a rant. I'm not gonna keep going, but I'm gonna say something. Team PCB, okay, so I think was it 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, I believe, or 3 weeks. No, hold on. 2 weeks ago, yeah. When Paige and they had the celebration right before, remember, they were all in the ring. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Paige, and she cut a promo. She turned heel, we all thought. She said some stuff, and then yeah. Then last week they had a 6 Divas tag team match. I think it was exactly the same match that we had tonight. I believe, wasn't it Team Bella and Team PCB? Oh wait, isn't it a rematch? Yeah. Okay. Now, she left them, Paige. Then, yeah, they lost, and yeah, Nikki Bella pinned Charlotte, and Natalia's even getting involved. Now she's back, good to see her. But, I will say, this makes no sense at all. No, I mean, I was confused. I mean, I literally was I was with my friend watching it, and he's I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, I see it, they're like, this is a 60 with tag team match. I think Team Bella came out first. And I'm fucking like, what the, it's like, representing, here's Team PCB, and shit, I see Becky, and I'm like, what the fuck, aren't they done? I didn't know they were still a fucking tag team. I mean, I would not team with that diva, that superstar, or nothing, if they fucking did that shit to me. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, or you gotta be dumb. I thought that was a dumb move. I'm like, they're done, and they're fucking teaming together. How are you gonna trust her? I mean, that makes no sense. This makes no sense at all. I don't get it. I didn't get it. But it was this, 3-on-3, 60 was tag team match, okay? Because Paige is introduced as a member of Team PCB. That was the thing. But they all came out by themselves. Yeah. And yeah, okay. I mean, that's it. Your winners would be Team Bella. After basically when Paige would jump for a tag, both Becky and Charlotte would jump off the apron and stand on the floor with their arms crossed. Paige and fans are shocked as they stare back at her. Nikki would then hit the rack attack on Paige for the win. So yeah. Payback. Now after the match, Team Bella leaves as Paige recovers in the ring. Now Becky and Charlotte make their exit. Now Paige will then say, she can't believe her teammates would leave her high and dry like that. She says she's their best friend. Paige says she would never have done anything like that to them as fans give her the treatment. Paige says she isn't sure if she can forgive them before limping away. So yeah. Exactly, that's even though what she did to them though, I don't get it. But yeah. Then you got Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Okay, I will say this. Excellent, awesome, great match. Kevin Owens looked good. Chris Jericho looked good. Exciting match. I will say it was fast-paced. Now Chris Jericho, he was celebrating 25 years since his first pro wrestling match. Now Jericho would take the mic. He'd say some stuff. He said it's a special night. It was October 3rd, 1990 in Canada at the Moose Hall in front of about 50 people. I said pizza. He faced Lance Storm. Storm is at ringside, and he points out Don Callis and Dr. Luther at ringside. Johnson of the Daily Show was on the other side of Storm. He thanks everyone. He says he has he has a chance to become a 10-time Intercontinental Champion tonight. He said, he talks about partying with the Jerichoholics at the show, and then Kevin Owens comes out. See, I'm gonna say this: I did not have problems. Now, people they've been saying that there was lots of streaming issues with the WWE Network, right? If you were watching it on the WWE Network, I don't know if the state you're in, where you're from, or it's your internet, because I had no problems because I'm reading the results off of Wrestling.com, and they're like the feed comes back to counters to both finishers. I don't know, I saw the whole match. There's no problems for me. But yeah. But it was a good match. I will say the only problem I had with this, one problem, I wanted to see this go a lot longer. Maybe a little bit longer. I don't know about a lot longer. I know there's timing, restraints, but I thought this was just too short. I felt like this was going to be a good match, and it was good. But if it would have went a little bit longer, it would have been great. It was great, but it would have been even better. It was awesome. We thought Owens was going to tap out to Law Jericho, but he made it to the bottom rope. We even saw a code breaker. Chris Jericho had it, but he kicked out. Oh, he got to the ropes because he wasted a lot of time. We saw Lion Salt. We seen Cannonball. We saw. Well, we did not see a pop-up powerbomb, I don't think. But Kevin Owens would retain the Intercontinental Championship after he'd end up getting the win with a roll-up. He raked after a rake to the eyes. And yeah. Kevin Owens should be a great Intercontinental Champion. He was his first title defense. What a win he got over Chris Jericho. Big win. Still great match though. Two Canadians going at it. Now the Dudley Boys versus New Day was next for the Tag Team Championship. This match was good. It was just the second match we've seen. It was really the exact same match we've seen at Night of Champions. It was exactly the same result. Now your winners by DQ, the Dudley Boys. Now they now Kofi would end up getting caught in a 3D and Devon covers for the win, but it's broken by Woods for the disqualification. Xavier Woods to come in. Exactly what happened at Night of Champions. So so New Day retains the tag team titles. It was a good match. Good moments, but exactly the same thing. Really, nothing different. Now the New Day then would beat them down, unload on them. They bring a table in the ring. The network lags once again. See, that's what they say wrestling is saying, but it didn't. I swear, not for me. But it looks like Kofi botched a double team off the top or rolled through. It ends with Woods going through the table with a 3D. And yeah, they're holding the titles up and stuff. But I will say, I think at Hell in a Cell we're gonna have a tables match and Dudley's will win there. But yeah. And up next is Big Show versus Brock Lesnar. Now is Brock Lesnar going to take Big Show to Suplex City? Okay. Now, Big Show would come out of the gate, kinda. Lesnar would, they would just go at it. Lesnar charges at Big Show, but Show takes it. Now, and then he would dump Lesnar over the top rope with ease. Lesnar was attempted a takedown. Now Lesnar would laugh and he would just come in smiling. Lesnar charges again as, then Lesnar would grab Show for a German, but Show would elbow him off. Now Show would hit two choke slams, but Lesnar comes back for a third. Show covers for a 2 count. Now, yeah. Then Lesnar would duck a knockout punch and hits 3 German suplexes. Lesnar would yell Lesnar would scoop Show for the F5, but Show falls from his shoulders. Lesnar laughs and hits another German. Then he'd go for the F5 again, and this time he has no trouble nailing it for the win. Winner would be Brock Lesnar, of course. I think everyone knew it was going to happen, but I thought it was a good match, actually, to be honest. It was different, I thought. You know, this match ain't going to be a classic. It ain't going to be your traditional wrestling match. It ain't going to go for 20 minutes. I mean, hey, big win. Really, all to say, I like Brock Lesnar. You know, I just would like to see him face someone else. We're not, you know. I know they have a pass in Tulsa too, and you know. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Brock Lesnar will be on Raw tomorrow night, and yeah, will the Undertaker be there? But that was his Go to Hell tour, the start of it. The next stop is your Stone Cold podcast on October the 19th after Raw. But yeah. You know, Big Show looked good, but then Brock Lesnar obviously was going to win this. You know, they all look good, though. You know? It was Brock Lesnar's 6th match of the year, too, just for a fun fact for you guys. He'll be having a 7th match against The Undertaker. And then Lesnar and Heyman, oh yeah, he was with Paul Heyman, just let you know. Lesnar and Heyman would come back out the arena. Show would roll back in the ring and stand up for a fight. Now, Show is wobbly as Lesnar approaches him and nails a belly-to-belly suplex. Lesnar would nail another F5 and laugh again as his music hits. Now, finally gets up, Show does, and he's still out of it. He slowly makes it to the floor. Dean asks fans to give it up for the Big Show. Poor Big Show, he got booed. I give him a round of applause. It was a good fight. But he goes to the back. Your main event was WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins versus John Cena in a steel cage match for the United States Championship. So yeah. Yeah. Good match, great match, steel cage match, I thought. Really great, they did a lot of good stuff. Yeah, we've seen this many times in the past, but hey, they deliver, they have great chemistry, and yeah. I will say, now, yeah, okay, so, okay. You know, Rollins tried going out of the cage door first, you know, Cena stops him. You know, Rollins would try to climb out. Cena climbs up after him and forces Rollins back down. We saw a bulldog from the top rope. Cena would then climb up. Rollins still would stop him, knock him back to the mat. Then you saw another knee to the top, face on the top. Then Rollins will climb up, but sees that Cena's going for the door. He'd come down and drag Cena back. You know, Cena a lot of good stuff. We see him rubbing Cena's face into the seal. But yeah, we see Cena slam Rollins' face into the cage, then send him to the mat. Now, we've seen back and forth over the cage door. They fight on the top once again. You know, they'd end up back on the top of the cage, trading shots. We've seen a huge DDT. I mean, from the top rope. Or Cena jumping, actually, and catching when he was on the mat. Cena will be right by the cage door, but it looks like he's telling the referee no. The door is opened as Rollins runs and jumps to the top of the cage, swinging the back door back into Cena's head. Cena gets knocked back to the ring. Now, Cena would end up putting Rollins back in the SCF in the middle of the ring. Rollins would reverse it and tighten the hold. He'd go for the edge adjustment, but Rollins would slide out and hits a low blow. Now, Rollins would climb up to the top, and it's almost over as Kane would come out. Demon Kane makes his way to the ring. He'd make it over the top of the cage, as Rollins would, but he sees Kane below and climbs back to the top, trying to decide what to do. Rollins would go to hit the stomp on Cena from the top of the cage, but Cena dodges it, and it's the A for the win. So he'd go for the frog splash, which John Cena wins, retains the U.S. Championship. Due to Kane, you know, you do gotta say that was good. He did not win, you know. Seth Rollins, or John Cena did not win clean, but he won. It was a great match. You saw a lot of good stuff, escaping, you know, moves, and they really was good. Now Cena would step out of the cage and stand tall with the title Oh yeah, Kane would shut himself in the cage with Rollins. Rollins would plead with him and try to fight him off, but he has no luck. Kane would nail a chokeslam. Rollins would stumble to his feet, but gets hit with a tombstone. Now Rollins is laid out. Kane would grab the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from the mat and hold it high as the crowd loves it. He lays his title over Rollins, leaves the cage while Brennan thanks us for watching. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching this. I have to give this full show a rating I'm gotta say 7 out of 10 stars. Good show, fun show, some good matches, but just was it better than Beats in these? More matches than Beats in these, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, share this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. What did you guys think of the show? What did you guys think? What matches did you like? What did you not like? Take that time to subscribe, guys. I cover all WWE news and reviews, I do it all, professional wrestling, on this channel. Thank you guys. And yeah, see you YouTube. Peace out.